Hey everyone, so we are back again, and today on the stream, what we're going to do is we will be setting up our subdomain for our APIs because uh, for now we have our website. Let me share my screen. Mm. Okay, so for now we have a website which is running on devsuran.dev, and we made some improvements, and we also have like our backend which is running on Railway. So we deployed it and it works fine, but right now there is no API connection between our front, like there is no connection between our front and back end. So it's like independent. They don't talk to each other. They're probably, yeah. So we need to do that. And what we will do is, as I have my domain on Cloudflare, so we will set up a subdomain, deploy our website, sorry, our APIs on that subdomain, and make changes on our front end. So we connect to the backend. Okay.
Santosh,
So let's
sorry
see.
to cut you, but I'm not sure about others, but I'm hearing some cracking noise the moment you're speaking. There is some cracking noise.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Still, there is.
Maybe. Oh, interesting. Do you still hear now? Or
Can you speak more?
okay. Now, I mean, is it gone or
Yeah,
we are still
it's
getting
coming.
it?
Still coming. It's still coming.
Oh, interesting.
It feels like you're removing the jack, right? So there's some noise comes, right? When the jack you inject, there is some cracking noise.
Oh, like
Some.
that. So maybe some. Okay. So might be some wire which is not connected properly.
It is good now.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I don't know why it's the login is getting failed, but I can use my SSO login. Let's see.
Mhm. I think, yeah, first thing first, we might require the domain to be set up from the railway as well, so that once
Mm-hmm.
we register our subdomain there, like for example, api.devsuran.dev, so
Mm-hmm.
railway will provide us some CNAME or maybe some TXT to configure that into our DNS. So maybe
Okay.
we can, yeah, we can also open railway side by side.
Okay. Let's do that. I don't know how they manage CEO. I just want to know, like, because if you search railway, technically the first thing which should come is something related to railway.
IRCTC.
Yeah, exactly. But somehow you get this website, so interesting. And then with GitHub.
I always go with
Yeah.
cautions. Railway deployment. So
Yeah.
it's always
Yes. See, I mean,
maybe you're opening
because
this site more often. Try an incognito. Let's see.
yeah, that's interesting. Let's see. Oh no, I think it will be a little bit because even in incognito, this first.
Great job then to them. Hats off to their SEO experts.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we are logged in. So this is the one. Yeah, this is the one.
Mhm.
Oh, the last deployment failed. Why? Let's see.
Let's see. Interesting.
The engine node is
Hmm.
incompatible again.
This.
Why?
No, wait. We have
Okay,
already ignored it,
let's.
right?
Yes, exactly. How come we have this issue again?
Can we go back and check the variables? There was a
Yeah.
yarn.
Oh no, it's
Ah,
gone.
I don't see it. I think it's
No, no, it's
the. I
here.
think it's not.
Found in staging. You see, found in staging,
Yeah,
and this is
production. Yeah.
yeah, this is production, right? So I think I need to take this and suggested variables. This is production, so we need to add one, right?
Yep.
Why it says add all?
Maybe on the left there is a yeah, maybe we can switch to staging now for now. On the left, yeah, there is above there's a drop down right near to the production on the
Yeah.
left. Yeah, can we switch it to staging? Yeah, just for now, so that
Yeah, this is successful.
yeah. So because
And
this is what,
then,
and now we can go in
oh,
the depends, or maybe in the setting.
so Nix packs. So we added two, right? So Nix packs node version, and then yarn ignore engines. So should we set this? Well,
But we might need to set all the variables. I think so, or is it already configured?
I think it took all this from staging, but I can
Okay,
check. I
that's
mean,
great.
we can check one of the value, for example, the endpoint, right? Endpoint is because it's same for everyone, right?
Yes,
It's
correct.
an empty string. Okay, it's an empty string. So I need to like take the value from staging and add
Yeah,
it into production.
I'll tell you a easier way. So if you go there, right? So there is a raw editor. So if you go switch to the staging, if you scroll up, there's a
Uh-huh.
raw editor. Yeah. So you can just copy everything from the staging and put
Uh-huh.
it here in production, and should be faster to do.
Yeah,
You
I'm just
can
wondering.
hide the browser and just do it.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that for now, but we have to actually create another API key and probably another environment for
Yeah.
production.
So yeah, let's then
Okay.
focus on staging. Whatever you say.
Yeah. So, but can we assign the domain name for staging?
Yeah, we can still do that, right? Because staging is
Okay.
just okay. Whatever we expose there in the staging environment, whenever our code gets built in staging, we will be just
Mm-hmm.
exposing that. So maybe in the future we can convert the staging to production. I think there is a way in Railway to do that. So we can easily do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So
node environment, right? So one second, just okay. So what I've done for now, I mean, I'm using the same environment variables for
mhm.
staging and production. But what about uh, node environment, right? This should not be development
We should be
for
yeah.
production.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll just delete this and I'll say this is production. And let it be. We will not deploy it. We'll use staging for now.
Yep.
And let's map our
The
subdomain
setting.
name.
Yep. If you scroll down, yep, there will
So
be a
this
custom
is
option. Yeah.
custom
So yeah,
domain, right? So,
we
okay.
just need to
So,
use API
mhm.
devsuran.dev. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
remember
this, it says available.
yeah, yeah, it's the same port. Yeah. And yeah, if you click on add, there will be an option. Yep, this is what I needed. Yeah. So you can copy this,
Okay.
or you can maybe open the tab of that Cloudflare. So over there, we need to go and
Yeah, yeah.
configure this.
Okay. So let's go. And this is my domain, devsuran.dev. So let's go back to the domain
And DNS.
and then DNS.
Interesting. So here we need to add a record. Nice. So we might require. So can you click on add record? Maybe. Oh yes, here. Here we
Mhm.
can choose the CNAME. Type as CNAME. Uh,
Uh, right.
yeah, CNAME. Give the name
Mhm.
as API, and the target should be what you just copied from there. The railway. Yep. So this will
This
be
one.
enough. Yeah. Detail should be auto. Should be fine. Yeah. Just click on add.
And right.
Save. Yeah. Maybe a save.
But if I remember, like CNAME takes some time to reflect,
Yeah,
right?
sometimes like I'm always lucky. Like maybe in less than a minute, it reflects for me.
Oh,
Like I have my
okay.
blog website, right? So I have api.let'sprogram.in. So I did a lot.
Oh,
I
okay.
tried to switch
Okay.
it so many times. So it was quite fast most of the time.
Okay. So we can check it maybe. So api.devsuran.dev.
Yes.
Let's try to access this. And the health API should
Yeah. Yeah.
work, right? Okay. So it's not. yet, but let's see.
I think so. It will take some.
Cloudflare, but so it was able to detect, at least it says Cloudflare proxy
Yes.
detected. Okay, that's a nice start.
Um,
Yeah, meanwhile, we can also check like until unless it gets updated, the DNS
mhm.
record. We can also check the PR which you have raised because we were talking about um, yeah, the CSS stuff, right? Because we have a lot of CSS in our code now, and I think that's one of the problem with Tailwind CSS. People often complain about, as you
Yeah,
mentioned
tailwind
offline,
classes. Ah,
that it becomes. I mean, I even I don't know. I'm not like a hater for this because I have done it a lot when I was doing full stack like with .NET. So uh, in older days, I in like when actually MVC .NET
mhm.
MVC came in. So the most popular stack was actually jQuery,
Ah, yes.
Bootstrap, and ASP.NET MVC with your
Mm.
the template engine, what you call it as
Razor,
Razor engine.
razor pages.
Yeah, so Razor pages, and we used to do like crazy CSS stuff inside the Razor, like it was all CSS written inside your
Yeah.
template. So when I see people complaining about Tailwind, I mean, look, it's almost similar, like going probably 10 years back. That's why probably people hate
Yep.
it. But maybe people who started doing front end when front end was at peak, where people were like creating their own classes and everything.
Yep.
So maybe those people might not be very comfortable doing that. And I was not very good at CSS anyways. So what you have done with this PR? So let's walk through.
So I try to put those comment intentionally, like which I will be removing it in future, like what it basically
Yeah, okay.
does. So if you see, right,
Mm-hmm.
so here we were trying to apply this subheader like in multiple places. So now what we did, we just tried to group it
Mm-hmm.
into one particular layer. So you don't need to have this whole big what we say group of css in your template, because you see,
Mm-hmm.
because currently what the formatting what we have right from prettier, it only allows us about 110 lines or something, like for one. So and
Oh,
that makes the
yeah.
code bit like quite narrow, and it was not quite ready, to be honest, the
Mm-hmm.
template part. So I thought, okay, why not get rid of this whole big bunch of classes what we have and group them into a class name.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what this PR is all about. Like if you see the nav bar, the social
Okay.
button, the BTN, GitHub, and all of those.
Mm-hmm.
There are also some visible one as
Mm-hmm.
well. Like for example, there is a page container what I added, and that is basically for the layouts what you need. Like for example, now if we need a new page in future, so we can start with this base as we will have a class name as page container, and it will already have what kind of width we are using for our website. So it will be easier for others basically to follow along and maintain this whole style.css file with this.
So it uses a different syntax, like so. This
Is
is
this,
uh, this is not normal CSS, right? So because generally what you do in CSS is you write your class and then you start modifying whatever property you want. But this is
yeah,
Tailwind
basically, yeah, you're trying to
properties, right?
group all the tailwind classes by using this apply decorator what tailwind utility provides. So just by using that @apply, it will basically apply all
Uh-huh.
of this on the target class name what you have added. Like for example, for the target name is page container, so use this page container, and this
Okay.
is going to apply this bunch of classes for you there. So if you see the compiled code in maybe on Chrome, then you can still find this whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch of CSS what you had, something like that.
Okay. So I think it's okay. This one is not merged yet, but we see all these
Yeah, we
classes
see all. Yeah.
for now, and we will still see this when we actually inspect the
Yes, yes,
element.
yes, correct.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, I can just let's say approve, and meanwhile see if our API is working.
Maybe I'll also check at my end. API dot.
No, it's
Yeah,
still
because
not okay.
what will be
Anyways,
the next step for us, Santosh, that we might need to configure. the GitHub redirection everywhere, because so that it should run for, like, it should work for our live website devsuran.dev, right? Like the GitHub logins and everything. Because currently it will basically go to localhost 4200. If you remember, we have added the configuration in
Mm-hmm.
GitHub, so we might need to change there as well.
Yeah. I think it allows you to actually have multiple.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I think so. So I can configure multiple. Let's go back. Oh, so there is a question from Omkar. Maybe Sashi, you can answer. Meanwhile, I'll just go ahead and check the
Sure, sure.
settings.
I'll just check it. Right. So if a code base grows, CSS file also grows. How can we handle this? So there is no. I would say you still have to split those into separate files. Like for example, what we are doing in my current org, like we have all sort of like for example, we maintain variable based CSS. That's what we are doing. So we have our own variable file created. We have our layout file created. We have our generic files created, which will be used across. So we start maintaining all of them into separate file, and whenever, whichever, like for example, I have we create some mixins by using this SCSS. And for example, if there is some piece of layout which will be used, so we just go ahead and import the mixin, and we say mixins dot layout. So for example, you need for page layout, so we say page layout. If you need for footer action, so we say mixin dot footer action, and you can basically import your CSS as well. So that's how we basically do, because you cannot just stop, right? If your orgs grow, if your code is growing, CSS will definitely grow. But try to make sure that you're reusing your CSS a lot, not just creating, like, even for page number 2, if you have similar CSS, don't create again from scratch. Try to see if you can reuse those somehow. So try to do that so that you can limit your CSS but get the same expected output what you are looking for, something like that.
Cool. I think you're right, Sashi. So I need to create a new OAuth app for production. So I think we can do that for production, and for staging we can just use this one because yeah, this one is for local. I can update this one,
Yeah,
right?
like we need to have it
Yeah.
right for our local development.
Yeah, so I can create another one, or maybe we can ask people whoever is, we can add it as a guideline. So whoever is using it or like trying to run it
Mhm.
locally, they can actually just create another token for
Yeah,
themselves
we
and
can
then
use
use
it for
it.
them. Yeah, that's true. I think that's
I mean, then I will change this to production. So I'll change this to our
exactly.
devsuran.dev.
Yeah, yeah,
So at least this works for now, and it won't work locally.
yep. Can we check in Cloudflare? Are we getting any information related to this mapping? Let's go on Cloud
Mm-hmm.
DNS.
Yeah, so
This is already done. We have a
it says,
CNAME with API dot okay. Oh, okay. Maybe we might need to put the whole name. I guess api.devsuran.dev.
but it's already taking it, right? So when you say API, it says
Then it's
api.devsuran.dev.
fine. I was just thinking maybe something is missed there. Okay. Usually it doesn't take this much time for me. I don't know. Let me
Okay,
also check some of
let
my
me continue.
DNS setting, how I have did it. Mm,
Okay, DNS records, make your website. Okay, let's see. So here it says you can actually have, let's say, for example, blog,
yeah.
prop, proxit, and DNS
Okay.
only.
Perfect.
DNS level 2, there are two DNS.
I think we are correct. Yeah.
Okay. So we have proxit, and both are proxit. Why? It's DNS only, DNS query, blog. So query to proxit record blog.example.com will be answered with Cloudflare IP address instead of 192. A DNS query for DNS record. Oh, okay, because both are actually okay. So it will be sent to the server. It's set to be proxit. Okay, mixed proxit and unproxit. So okay, this is doesn't tell you anything. Protocol optimization. If a domain has HTTP or HTTP3 enabled, it automatically generates corresponding servers, DNS only records.
Mhm.
Okay, company, sorry, leaving your DNS only means Cloudflare cannot optimize cache product request. Okay, I don't think so. There is anything wrong, right? Even like Railway was able to identify that it's actually Cloudflare proxy detected via documentation. Maybe we can just quickly check Railway provided port, user defined port, Railway provided domain, and custom domain, right? So click the custom domain. We did this uh, in your DNS provider. Create a CNAME, record the CNAME value. Yeah, I think we did that. Type in custom, you provided CNAME, CNAME value provided. Green check mark next to the domains. Okay, so we don't see the check mark
Mm,
yet. So I don't know how much time it should
maybe yeah.
take.
Okay.
Every DNS assigned.
Mm,
Okay, I'll just save this for now. I mean, if needed, I mean, I'll just create another one for my local
yeah,
machine,
same.
so I can use it. And this is still not working for some reason. Let's see.
Okay, tips.
api.dev student.dev. But yeah, it's still trying to figure it out. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, it says too many redirects.
Yeah, I mean, so that's something from
Yeah.
Cloudflare, right? So if you try to actually access the same website continuously, it will just mark you as some attacker and then
Mm,
stop you from accessing it. Uh, DevSuran, this one is green. So this is how it should be.
mm.
So with the private networking, it works, but not this one. And with the following domains, this one is working, this metal edge. Okay, cool. I mean, we can check for maybe this is probably maybe a mistake in configuration, which I don't suspect. I mean, there was nothing to configure. Basically, there was two, three
Yeah,
settings.
exactly.
So we already did that. Maybe I'll just wait
Yeah.
till it works. Or maybe we can try that, right? API dot use at the rate for root, API dot devs who run
Is there any
dot dev.
website where we can check if our domain is active? I'm just checking that now. If the subdomain use, let's
Um,
see.
okay. Oh no. So even if I enter API dot dev student dot dev, it just takes API.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all good.
Now I'm checking on online on some website where where we can
Okay.
find if the domain is active or what is it? Let's see. Um, AI dot devs
I mean,
run.
we can ping using command prompt. You can also do that, right?
Yeah. No, it's not active.
No,
Not
not
yet.
yet.
Yeah. No worries. Maybe we can try to
Mm-hmm.
run this locally. What we have done till now, and
Okay.
like where we are, so that we can show to the viewers where we have achieved. Also
It's
start.
fine. Then I have to change
Mhm.
the yeah, I have to change the redirect again probably.
Oh yeah, God. Let's see if it is working for me. Sign in.
Two users. I think it will just redirect you to HTTPS. This one,
Yeah,
devsuran.dev.
it still works for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
I
it?
just tried this.
Okay. Okay, let's see. So backend. I just serve again, and that's
Maybe
my
you need
front
to change
end.
the branch.
Ah, yeah, stop. So everything is mostly green now. By the way, I did a check. You need to have verified commits. I mean, that's not strict for now,
Mhm.
but just in case you get a chance, just go ahead and enable the verified commits. There is a documentation how you can do that on GitHub.
I think I'll make a note.
Okay, so you just uninstall.
I was actually watching, not watching, but I was reading someone's post on Twitter about the signal forms. Did you got time to like check out what they have really done with the signal forms, the Angular team?
Uh, no, I mean, not yet. I still need to go ahead and check because yeah, there are so many things to do,
True.
and exploring signal form is actually one of them. That's why I was thinking about migrating to Angular 20 and maybe move to Angular
Yeah,
beta or maybe alpha version, the RC
yeah,
version,
yeah.
right? So we can try the latest features as well. But yeah, due to this Angular RS pack version, I'm somehow it's breaking and I'm not able to do
Yes,
it.
you
So
told me. Correct, correct.
I'm yeah. So I'm planning to remove RS pack, Angular RS pack, and just use Angular.
hmm what about
See,
this new
uh,
RX resource, new way of doing the get call?
I mean, that's something which is stable in Angular
This
20 actually. So in Angular 19, I think that's still developer preview. That's why I want to go to Angular 20
yeah,
so we can actually use all of them.
I think I'm using it already. Like if you go in dashboard component, right? And I really loved, man, how much declarative the code it made.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's very
yeah,
nice. I mean,
I was in love with this RX resource.
that's
So if you go inside this dashboard component,
pages.
yeah, it should be in the pages. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
pages dash
mm-hmm.
the dashboard component. Yep.
Just oh, I just chose the wrong.
And
Okay, so we will be able to run it because it
mm,
starts to break when I run uninstall or something. So, but yeah, let's see.
oh,
Okay, so this is the X resource.
yep. Just call the loader, give
Yeah,
the
this is nice.
observable of the API,
Yeah,
and you're done. And just look at
I mean,
the
so
APIs what it provides. You dot. There was some loading as well. Then there was some has value. You can
yes,
get
yes,
all sort of states. What you.
mm, yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
So RX resource is RX interop, right? But isn't it there is a signal based resource API as well?
This is the one, right? Which there is one promise based. So
Yeah.
basically here, which this guy returns like you just pass this guy an observable, and this will give you a signal
Mm,
in return, whatever
yeah.
the value you
Yes.
get. So with the resource things, you will then you will have to go with fetch because fetch returns promise. So the resource
Yes.
is more of promise based, and RX resource is more of observable based.
Observable. Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. We don't need observable anyways, right? So we can just
Mm,
work with signals, maybe.
yeah.
So we can just use. I think that's called resource API. I think so. We can
So
just
the
use
resource,
resource
yeah.
and.
Yeah. I think this comes from
Mhm.
Angular slash common, I
Yeah, yeah.
guess.
So that's one. That yeah. That might be Angular core.
Yeah, I guess core. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong.
So let's see. Yeah, this is the one resource. Nice. But yeah, I really, yeah, because I was doing one of on one of the stream, I was just exploring the new
Mm-hmm.
signals and all the signal based APIs, and I ended up like writing some code on resource, Alex resource, and there is an HTTP resource now, which is also available.
Yep.
The only problem is I think HTTP resource is trying to be like similar with the similar APIs as HTTP client was, because people were like missing that field, right? That okay, there is no post, there is no put or maybe delete call with resource and Alex resource. They were missing probably the flavor of HTTP
If
client API.
if I'm
So
not
that's why
mistaken,
HTTP resource.
I think if I'm not mistaken, you still cannot do put, post, and delete. You still have to rely on HTTP client for now. The HTTP resource is only for doing the get calls.
Yeah.
Okay. What I know about it, like the only challenge was with this RX resource, it is not going to call your interceptors. For example, this guy
Ah.
is doing the API call, but the interceptor is not getting triggered. But if you do the same
Mm-hmm.
thing with HTTP resource, it is
Mm-hmm.
going to trigger your interceptor because it uses the HTTP client under the hood, something like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So maybe yeah, that's the thing. But maybe I can check that because, but I'm not sure like HTTP resource can do the CRUD operation. I think it only can do get at the moment.
Yeah.
But I would love to see if they can provide those as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope so.
But,
I mean, that's why this is like, of course, this is experimental for now, but Angular
mm,
20, everything is stable.
yeah.
Nice. So let's go back and see one more time if you have this API running, or maybe I think we can just end the stream early today because anyways I won't be able to run the uninstall. As soon as I do that, like it will just disconnect everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So no, not yet. Maybe we can check it offline, like why. But this is the simple setting. I mean, it shouldn't be is- this much work. I mean, it's a simple setting. It's what we did on stream.
I think it will just take some time. That's all. Maybe by tomorrow morning it
Yeah.
will be ready.
So it says it may take up to 72 hours to propagate worldwide.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure like from where it is trying to propagate, but
that's it.
hope it does like early. I mean, the maximum should be 72 hours. So
Yeah, I feel it will be done by tomorrow. Let's see. I don't
yeah,
want to choose,
hope
but
so.
yeah, let's see.
Cool. I mean, meanwhile, I think this is deployed. The front end, I think it's merged.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, nice. And I think one more thing which we might need to do is you remember the new screen which you created for the data, like the events data.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was thinking about maybe make it available on the home screen because people should be able to see all the events, right? And they should not
It is. It
be,
is. That's why I actually
yeah.
wanted to show. Like, if you click on sign up, right, sign in,
Hmm.
then basically it will do the fetch call and it will show you all the mock data what we had prepared. But
But we don't have the API right now.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
maybe
cool.
yeah, I can provide you some screenshots. What I have
Mhm.
with.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, yeah, we can check it online. Sorry, offline as well by connecting in to the local server. And if this is done, maybe what I will do is I'll also make changes
Mm-hmm.
and try to connect the API and see like how it works and deploy it if once my changes are ready.
Yep. Sure.
Cool. Hey Neeraj. So we are working on a website called DevSuran. So we are making it in Angular, which is our front end, and the back end is actually done in Nest.js. And for like database and everything, like authentication, we are using App, right? So we are just working on it. Today uh, we wanted to configure the subdomain. so we can deploy the API, but it's taking time to reflect the changes. So, this we configured this subdomain, but it's just takes 72 hours as per the documentation. So we have to wait for that. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, and we are about to wrap it up. Cool. So Sashi, we'll probably connect later once we have this ready, and maybe we can do more.